Definitely very similar to you. I think actually going through some like maybe back when I lived in Richmond. So yeah, I feel very similar.
Can you have a volunteer light a candle? Anyone else would like to light a candle? We have one more candle. Let's see. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Adinadana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Kamisu miccachara veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Musavada veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Surameraya majja pamadatthana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. The affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce. I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Iti piso bhagava arehang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Satta deva manussanam buddho bhagavati.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Svakkhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehi passiko opanayiko panchattam veditabbo vinyuhiti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjopatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samiti patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang chattari purisa yugani ante purisa punggala esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuniyo pahuniyo Dankiniyo anjali karaniyo Anutteram punyak kettam lokansati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
Ganesarappaditena Deepena tamadansina Tilokadipam sambuddham Pujayami tamunudam.
Offering of incense.
Gandha sangbhara yuddhena dhupena hang sugandhina pujaye pujaniyantam puja bhajana muttamam.
Offering of flowers.
Vanna gandha gunopetam etam kusuma santatim pujayami muning dasasa siripada saroruhe pujemi buddham kusumena nina punyena etena labami mokkam pukpang milayati yata idammi කායෝ තථායාති විනාස භාවං
Offering of water.
ආදිවාසේතු නොබන්තේ පානීයං පරිකම්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු උත්තම
Offering of drinks.
ආදිවාසේතු නොබන්තේ ගිලාන පච්චයං ඉමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු උත්තම
Worship of shrines.
වන්දාමි චේතියං සම්බං සම්බඨානි සුපතිට්ඨිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being.
ඉච්ඡේව මච්ඡං නමස්ස නියං නමස්ස රතනන්ත යං යං පුඤ්ඤාභිසන්දං විපුලං අලත්තං තස්සානුභාවේන හතන්ත
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind Medade. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind Medade. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, happiness follows like one stone shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent action towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. Those bonds of sympathy function in the world like a linchpin in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened, and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
There's a fan in the office. Yeah, so. AC ka ba? Plug in. For that, to airport, surrounding. Patrick and meeting.
Sometimes it pays to sit up front.
Let the radius is good. No, 8. Yes. Let us help each other to engage in this wholesome meditation. And today we have all got an opportunity to pay our full attention to our own mind. And our mind is the most fundamental thing in our life. We look at everything through our mind. We respond to everything through our mind. But right now, we have taken the time to look at our own mind and then give our full care to our mind and then cultivate it with loving kindness and mindfulness. So take a moment to rejoice this moment that we are truly taking care of our mind. And whatever practices that we are doing right now will heal our body and mind. That healing will help us to help so many others and benefit so many others in this world. So this is the practice that will benefit ourselves and many others. So with that, make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this wholesome space. I will make use of this wholesome gathering, and I will use this guidance, and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, listen to the sound of the bell and the chant. And throughout the bell and the chant, and try to gather your attention this moment Be aware of your posture and know that you are sitting here and now throughout the bell and the chant, and try to gather your attention and try to feel your body, how your body is pressing against the chair or cushion, exactly what muscles are pressed, and what are the other sensations available in your body with your clothes. And with that awareness, and come to your body and settle to this moment. Throughout the bell and the chant, stay with your body. Namo Buddhaya.
Scan your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes in your mind. And relax your body. Feel your head, forehead, facial muscles. To feel the facial muscles, you can invite a gentle smile to your face and feel the relaxation of your facial muscles. Feel your neck area, both shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers, fingertips, and relax your body. Feel your chest muscles, belly muscles, back muscles, hip area, and relax your body. Feel your thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, feet, soles of your feet, and relax your body. Take a slow, long in breath through your nostrils and hold your breath for a second and gently release the air while feeling the relaxation of your whole body. Again, take another slow, long in breath and hold your breath for a moment and gently release the air while feeling the relaxation of your entire body. Relax your body. Come to the normal breath. Now you have a relaxed body. Let your relaxed body be there and observe your mind. In your mind, what is happening right now? What are the memories popping up in your mind? There may be pleasant thoughts, unpleasant thoughts, neutral thoughts, whatever thoughts there are, just observe. Let those thoughts go as they come. You are just observing. Did you notice how your mind was wandering, how thoughts were popping up one after the other? That is the nature of our mind. Various types of thoughts are occurring continuously. Now, we are going to invite wholesome thoughts to our mind instead of those random thoughts. Our mind has a capability to create thoughts, to generate thoughts. Let us use that capability to cultivate loving kindness thoughts in our mind. Loving kindness. What a beautiful thought it is. Loving kindness is the willingness to wish well being for other beings. Loving kindness is the immeasurable love to the whole world, to the whole universe. To understand the nature of loving kindness, you can visualize a beautiful flower is in front of you, or you can visualize your loving puppy or kitty. How do you feel when your puppy is nearby you, your kitty is nearby you? When a beautiful flower is in front of you, that is the feeling of loving kindness. With that feeling, like a blooming flower, let us generate loving kindness thoughts in our mind. Make a genuine wish to your mind by mentally repeating these loving kindness phrases. May my mind be well. May my mind be happy. May no harmful thoughts come to my mind. May my mind be peaceful. Be peaceful. With this peaceful mind, extend your loving kindness thoughts to your body. Your body needs your loving care. Your loving kindness thoughts can heal your body. In our body, so many organs are functioning to sustain this valuable human life. Appreciating each and every part of the body, generate loving kindness thoughts toward this body. Feel your skin. appreciating the support of the skin of this body. Generate loving kindness thoughts to the skin of this body. May the skin of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. Penetrate in the body, extend your loving kindness thoughts from external side to internal side of the body. May the muscles of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the bonds of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the central nervous system of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the peripheral nervous system of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the respiratory system of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the digestive system of this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. May the genitourinary system of this body be healthy, be healthy, Be healed. Be healed. If there is any painful area in your body, you can extend your loving kindness thoughts and make a genuine wish for healing that area in your mind. May this whole body, including brain, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed. Now we will spread the loving kindness thoughts that you generated for yourself, for other beings. In this world, all beings like to have happy life. Everyone likes to be loved. Everyone likes to be respected, to be protected. Thinking of all the human beings, including animals, let us spread loving kindness thoughts from this meditation room to far away places like a circle of waves. Think about these friends who are meditating with you in this shrine room, including these Bhantes, and make a genuine wish for their well being by mentally repeating these loving kindness phrases. May these friends who are meditating with me right now be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Think about your beloved family members and include them to your loving kindness circle. May my beloved family members be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of your beloved family members, to your neighborhood. May all the people who are living in your neighborhood be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Think about the people who are facing difficulties due to health issues, lack of food, lack of shelters, natural disasters, man made disasters, and make a genuine wish for their peace and well being. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of your neighborhood to your neighboring cities. May all the people who are live in neighboring cities be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of your neighboring cities to neighboring countries. May all the people who are live in neighboring countries be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Your mind is powerful to extend loving kindness thoughts to far away places. Extend your loving kindness thoughts to each and every direction and include all the beings, visible and invisible, large and tiny, born and unborn. Include all the beings into your loving kindness meditation. May all beings in the direction of your front, back, left, right, below, above, be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. peaceful. Extend your loving kindness thoughts again and again to each and every direction, aiming the whole universe, and rejoice the feeling of loving kindness. May all beings have happy minds. After expanding loving kindness thoughts to the whole universe, you have a peaceful mind. With this peaceful mind, gently shift your attention to observe your normal breath. Keep your awareness in between your upper lip and nostrils and mindfully observe your normal breath, how you are breathing in, how you are breathing out, like a doorkeeper or gatekeeper watching how people are coming in and going out through the gate. In the same way, watch your breath in your mind, keeping the awareness in between your upper lip and nostrils, how you are breathing in, how you are breathing out, and try to be with your normal breath. Watch your breath in your mind and rest with your normal breath. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. In these last few minutes, make your full effort to be with your normal breath. There may be other thoughts, notice them, bring your attention back to the normal breath again and again, and try to be with your breath. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out, and rest with your normal breath. දුක්ඛපත්තාච නිදුක්ඛා භයප්පත්තාච නිබ්භයා සෝකප්පත්තාච නිස්සෝකා හොන්තු සබ්බේපි පානිනෝ. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and put your palms together and place them against your chest. And take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have a peaceful meditation in our life. Feel grateful to all the enlightened masters who transmitted this teaching from generation to generation. Feel grateful to anyone else who supported you to practice this meditation. The people who are taking care of Pittsburgh Buddhist Center, people who clean and arrange this shining room for you to meditate comfortably. Even to these non-living things, including this cushion that you are sitting on, this bell, this device which connected to you from your home to practice meditation, appreciating the support that we received from everyone and everything with deep gratitude. Let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. Thank you, Bante, for the guidance. We are also deeply grateful to the fans for keeping us. So it was so nice to start the meditation with the sound of the rain and the environment. It's really naturally settling down in the ground. Yeah. Anyone like to share your experience in meditation? Any questions you'd like to ask? Your practice.
I found that I was wrestling with thoughts and worries, yet your voice kind of eased that and got me out of my mind again and back to the body. And that was good as a beginner. So thank you.
Yes.
Today I had a light schedule at work, so I actually rested before coming,
Mhm.
and I saw a big change. Usually
Change.
I am coming from work, finish chores and come, then it's very hard and challenging, it's tiring. Today I just naturally took rest, so I feel it was easier today to calm down.
Thank you for sharing. So your case, helping us understand the supportive conditions for meditation. supportive conditions. But sometimes we don't have that luxury. Right? Um, so then we have to find techniques to deal with them too. Yeah. Even your comment is about supporting conditions for the meditation. So in this case, it's guidance, it's voice, um, uh, and even like chanting. When we do the chanting has a particular frequency, vibration. So our brain waves synchronize with the sound vibration that we are exposed to. So when we listen to like chanting, our brain already started to rest.
Yeah, I mean I assume that whenever it becomes more natural, because I'm still learning the chanting, but that actually is just a huge part of the meditation. Whenever it becomes that you have it memorized and you know it by heart, then
Yeah.
your meditation starts as soon as the chanting starts, right? Whereas for me, I still have to read it and get to that point.
Yeah.
And I look forward to that.
Yeah, we will start chanting classes then. Yes.
So it's interesting. I have the aura ring, right? And so during the chanting, even though I'm still learning it, it shows me as napping. Like that's how relaxed I am during the chanting, and then not napping during the meditation. But it cracks me up every week. The first 20 minutes, it shows me as napping.
How does it show you napping?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's magic. I don't know. Whatever the science is.
So you're not napping, but you are fully resting.
No, but that's how calm I am.
Yeah.
That it's as though I'm sleeping, even though I literally am chanting and
And awaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the so in meditation we try to achieve that balance, particularly the samatha meditation, calm, tranquility meditation. We try to achieve that balance that we are fully rested, but at the same time we are fully aware, right? So whenever if it's such important training, and because most of the time whenever we find ourselves relaxing, even our body, we also take time to, like Bhante guided, to like relax the body, facial muscle, everything. So whenever we relax our body, and then we think, oh, okay, time to sleep. So instead of enjoying the relaxation, we go into sleep. And then when you are asleep, it's good, definitely it's good rest, sleep is great. But then you don't enjoy the peace because sleep is not conscious. So in meditation, we try to experience that restfulness, relaxation, but at the same time alertness. Then you enjoy the peace because you are aware of the restfulness. So that's the the challenge. That's the delicate balance we try to achieve. But coming to your comment again, so the experience in the peace, calmness, and serenity is only one goal of meditation. I think we discussed this last week too. Is only one goal of meditation. Um, the other important goal is to develop the awareness or mindfulness. And that means whatever occurring in our body and mind, we become aware of it. And when we become aware of that and we are not really in that state, we are kind of a little bit above that state. So that's a very important skill that we need to develop. Like we maybe have an agitated mind is thinking all kind of things, what happened in the day, and all these things are happening, but then you develop awareness of it. Oh, interesting, this is like playing like a 3-year-old child, complaining, right? So you notice that, but then you keep watching that, and be curious about, what will be my next worry, and what would be the next thought, and so keep watching that. So that's what we call mindfulness or conscious awareness. And so that is not peaceful, that is not calming, but it's still it's a freedom, because you may have all these thoughts are occurring, but the moment you become aware of it, you create a distance, and this is happening, but you are kind of above it. So that is an important skill that we can use not only in meditation but also in our normal life. Like, we are having all kind of, thoughts and worries and, thinking, angrily, of someone. And then if you just become quickly, like a self-alarm, I'm having this thought, so interesting, I'm having this, pattern of thoughts again. So that you become aware of it. The moment we become aware of it, you are not in that thought. You're not in that emotion. You're kind of above it, and that's a great relief. So we can let the mind to, think whatever it wants to think, but I'm going to watch you. Yeah. So, but that very awareness will also diminish that, agitation, what your mind, because we're not giving any food to that thoughts. Very awareness is also kind of gradually calming it down. Yeah. So sometimes our meditation will not be that peaceful, and we just become aware, oh, today is so crazy, the mind is running all over. But that means we have been watching your mind. And so then we have to still develop your mindfulness. Although it is not samadhi, which is calm and peace, but we have developed sati, which is the awareness of mindfulness. The second one is more useful outside of the meditation. Yes.
Sometimes I notice like it feels like my mind is trying to create a meditative experience. And not even just in meditation, but when I'm listening to music or reading a book or anything that's sort of more introspective. And, you notice a sort of attachment to that experience. And I'm just curious if you have any thoughts on, I know, mindfulness here would be helpful, but I guess it's just a little bit, it's a little bit challenging, I guess, like especially, but do you have any
Can you explain are you talking that before we really experience it, we kind of imagine it, or we once we have a good peaceful experience, we crave or we long for it? Which one?
Both. But like, I guess I'm thinking of I don't know if anyone else has this too, but like sometimes, so for the breathing, for example, it's like I guess like, letting the breath come is one thing versus almost like, trying to breathe and trying to focus on it. And there's a lot of effort and it feels like our mind is sometimes trying to create that connection with the breath as opposed to, the other side, which is like, just let it sort of come to you a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
I think,
but
exactly. I think we need both. I think we are talking about the effort, like purposeful effort that we are making, and then also what we call letting go or relaxation or composure. So these are two important faculties of our mind. We need both. We start with effort. We need start with effort, and then after a while drop it. So maybe the challenge will be to decide when to drop it, or sometimes we are not ready to drop it.
Right.
Yeah. So we start with some effort, some like purposeful paying attention and coming back to the object again. So we are doing it, but then there's in the middle we have to kind of let it go. So again, it depends on the day, depends on the time, depends on other conditions. Some days we need more effort and then a little relaxation. Some days we only need a little effort and then we are ready, right? So just also depends on the situation too. Thank you, Krishna.
My effort in both meditations is engaged in a dedicated practice. I use that as my effort to get, and whenever my mind starts to focus on that, I'm doing this particular task. Once I get there, that's when it floats into the natural and becomes totally normal to me. That's my act of trying to meditate, or whenever I just kind of float out of it, and it becomes totally natural. But then when we switch into the breathing, I do the same thing once again. I engage in a dedicated practice, and it flows into normal for me. So I think it's similar to what you're talking about, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay. So we have just started our 3 months special period what do you call it? Rain retreat. So I was complaining about the rain, and someone reminded me, yeah, in rain retreat. So this July full moon to October full moon is a special 3-month period in the Buddhist tradition. We call it Vasana, which is the literal meaning is rain season. But this rain season is used at the time of the Buddha. The rainy season was used to limit our travel and then dedicate more to our spiritual practice. So this is the period for us to have a little bit more intensive practice. So as monks, we have observed those precepts, and so but this season I have observed my precept in Cleveland by law I have to be there, but I come here to help this program. So it is. So during this time we have to try a little bit extra to commit to a spiritual practice. So therefore, I have invited you to start a daily practice. In these 3 months, we will focus on 10 paramita. The paramita are the great qualities or virtues that the Buddha himself cultivated to their perfection, and which made him the Buddha. So there are 10 specific qualities. We call them heart qualities that can, help ourselves to evolve of our being to a more, compassionate person. So these 10 qualities, we will study these 10 qualities, and I have created affirmations based on these 10 qualities. So I think last week, some of you took the papers, right? Did you start it?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
So
And it's a lot to remember to be kind. There's a lot of be kind and create safety in there.
yeah. I mean, the first task is just to read this every morning. Just give that message to your mind every morning. How far it will really work is a secondary matter. But the important thing is to keep, making this affirmation every morning. So you can mark your date at the back, which day you did it, and at the end you have to come with the paper in line, and I will check.
It's like a homework.
No. But you can have your own record. How many days you did it. For your own record, because 3 months rain retreat is about 90 days. Yeah, so maybe you can aim to do 100 days, and if you do 100 days, it will make a change, in your mind, because you are reading it, continuously. Yeah. So if anyone else if you think that you can make a commitment, you are willing to make a commitment to read every morning as the first thing in the day before you leave home, and please collect one from me. Okay, at the end. So there are 10 qualities. So today we are going to learn the one quality, the first one, which is the generosity. So dana, generosity. The wish is, may I have a generous heart. May I gladly share my time, knowledge, and resources to help others. So that will be the affirmation that we are reading, and then of course there are 10 such affirmations you will read. So let's try to learn about generosity. I think we have talked enough about generosity, and we will get a chance to hear about generosity all the time. But when we practice generosity as a paramita, we are actually perfecting it. We are actually making it like a fully manifested quality. Because generosity and all these 10 qualities are available in human mind. Like an average person usually have those 10 qualities, but they are in different levels. So, but generosity, we are all generous to some point, but that generosity can be cultivated, can be grown, can be cultivated to the perfect level. And that's what the Buddha did. And we try our best to make it, cultivated and perfect. I would like to ask one question and think about, some act of generosity you did, like not simply giving thing, maybe let's say when you drive, someone is waiting to, come into the road and you purposely, stop and, let the person go. And that person, came into the lane and he just left without, even giving you a honk or giving a wheel. He just left. What do you think? How do you feel? And you purposely wait that person to come in, and then that person just took the opportunity and just, even without looking at you and not waving, just, how do you feel about it?
Irritating.
It's a great, generous act you did, and you really try to let that person go. But if you don't get an acknowledgement and appreciation, and we feel a little bit, irritated, that means it's still a good act of generosity, but that shows us that actually unconsciously, when you do that act of generosity, there's a subtle expectation in us, which is not bad. That's like a human, normal, human, what do you call human, what do you call courtesy, courtesy nature. But that is what we mean by perfecting the generosity. And so in the practice, Buddhist practice of generosity, we are cultivating this generosity to the point that, let's say, we make that sacrifice, we give that way, and person took the opportunity, person was benefited, but there's no acknowledgement. We are perfectly okay. So we have to cultivate our mind to that point, and we may not be there. It's not a bad thing, but that's our goal, that we cultivate our mind to that level that okay, as long as person was benefited, that's our goal. So that's what we mean by paramita, like perfecting this quality. Yeah, but no one is expected to be there at the beginning. That's not the goal, but that's the the goal. That's where we are heading to. So that's what we call perfection. So so the we can do all forms of charities, all forms of giving, and that's how actually human society flourishes. When we give each other, when we support each other, we need that charity, and generosity for the society to function. So as a practitioner, Buddhist practitioner, you can also give do act of charity in different motives. So in the Buddhist practice, what really matters is the motivation. What is underlying the mind. So sometimes we can give due to a number of ways. So there are you can give because that is a tradition. Let's say people have been taking care of monks, and then you also take care of monks and offer them, and that's we do it because that's the tradition. You follow that tradition, or you can give in hope of a favorable reward in future. It's still in a act of giving, not a bad thing, but that's one motivation. Yeah, but we can have, and you can also give something because you want to be a good citizen, and you want to feel good. And then you give it, and that's also good. So there can be a number of motivations, but all forms of giving are good. Even you are giving something with expectation of reputation, I would not say that is the best form of giving, but it still is a good act. Yeah, because you are benefiting someone. Of course, that may not be the perfect, but it's still good. But there are better ways of doing that. So in Buddhist practice of generosity, the main goal is actually to counter our greed, our attachment. that is the main goal. There can be so many other consequences of giving, but the main goal should be how I can reduce my greed, my attachment, because so then it becomes a part of our true practice. Because the goal of our practice is to overcome the ego, overcome our attachment, overcome the greed, because the main cause of suffering in our life is different forms of attachment, different forms of greed. And those things produce suffering not only to us. When we act out of greed and attachment, we also make many people miserable too. So therefore, the act of giving is done as an initial practice of weakening our greed and attachment. So if someone can give with a primary motivation of reducing my attachment and greed, that would be the paramita. Then you are actually you are doing a generosity at the level of paramita. That means you are really doing it as a way to purify your mind. Yeah. So I remember whenever I have been trying but not have been very successful. If I find something really nice and I feel like about it and attached to it, I try to give away it. As a way of like a training my mind, So you give something, you give away what you like the most. Yeah. Not okay. Oh, I have used it. Okay, now I have no use of it. I'm going to give away. It's still good. It's still good. You're helping someone. But if you can give something that you really like, and as a way of training our mind to get rid of the attachment, and that's what we call practicing it too, as a form of paramita. So the Buddha used the term that the best form of giving is to give as a way of countering our greed. And he used the term purify our mind. Sometimes he used the term to adorn our mind. To adorn our mind as so that adornment as the mind. I think when you think about any moments of giving, irrespective of the motivation, but in any moments of giving something to someone, that's a very special moment. For that moment, we kind of we can transcend ourselves from our self-interest and self-absorption, like self-interest, and taking a moment to think about the well-being and interest of the other person, right? Whenever you buy a gift for someone, and you try to think how the other person would think, how the other person would like, right? So you kind of come out from our own concerns, our own interest, and try to think like the other person, right? And in the moments of giving, and you have this opportunity, like a glimpse of selflessness. Very quickly it disappears, but you get that opportunity to like briefly experience in a moment of selflessness when you're truly, genuinely giving something to someone.
In this sense, when we are giving something to someone else, it is more beneficial ourselves than other in the deep level, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So thank you, Bhante, for bringing that. So in an act of giving, you have a giver, we have a recipient, right? So we think that the recipient is benefiting because of the giver, but as you correctly mentioned, Bhante, the giver get the most benefit in terms of spiritual practice. But if he has the proper motivation. So what kind of things we can give? So whenever we think about generosity, we think about stuff. Of course, we need stuff. We can give stuff. But I think we also have to think about like a material thing is one thing, but we can also give our time. And some time, what people need the most is the time. May not be like a gift. You can just, give your time, listen to someone's concern and worries, give your time. Like give, what's that rule, that 8 minutes, right? 8 minutes? That's a rule that if someone can share his or her concern for 8 minutes. That is enough for someone to even get rid of the suicidal thoughts. In psychology, there's a theory called 8 minutes theory. Yeah. So sometime if you can give 8 minutes to someone, maybe you're actually saving that person's life. You don't know. If not, really, helping that person, like maybe start again, giving that person some kind of, hope and courage. So 8 minutes.
At least they delay 8 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So I mean, you can give more minutes, but I think if we can at least give minimum 8 minutes, that will be sufficient for someone to change their mind. Yes. So the time, and also the labor. The other one will be labor, giving labor. I think many of you give so much of your labor, a few weeks ago for our ceremony, right? So giving your labor is the other one. So helping someone, giving the right to someone to see a doctor. Maybe someone doesn't have the time, so you give a time. So also labor. So labor will be other one, and then of course giving knowledge. And generously sharing knowledge, sharing what you know, sharing, giving the information, not hiding, if you know the better place to buy something, just, tell, yeah. Not about the cushion, yeah. Advertising. Yeah. Giving the knowledge. Then of course, we also have a giving of Dhamma. Of course, Dhamma is the teachings of the Buddha, more like a wisdom teachings. We can talk about not only the Buddhist teaching, but wisdom teaching. You can share the knowledge, like a basic facts, but also the wisdom teachings is more deeper, right? So giving of the Dhamma, giving of the wisdom teachings, guiding someone, helping someone to, see beyond, of course, whenever they are ready, but that will be the best, gift, because it can impact that person's life. So those are the form of giving. So we can think about, you can continue whatever forms of giving that we have been doing.
Also, we can give emotion, love and kindness is a giving.
Exactly, showing empathy. Yeah, yes, positive emotion, not the other one. Positive emotions, yes. Yeah. So let's try to practice this giving as a paramita, and then try always, making our primary motivation is to let go and try to loosen the grip of our mind at the things, and to even to our own, image of ourselves. And let's try, and then try to, perfect that, to adorn the mind. Based on that, this is the challenge that I'm going to give you. Every week you will have a challenge. You have you have 7 days to do it, and this is the challenge for this week, if you are willing to take it. Okay. So when it comes to generosity, I think you're quite okay to give stuff to someone. So I want to make it a little bit difficult, maybe a little bit challenging. So rather than giving something to someone, I would like you to give your time, because these days time is the most precious thing, right? And so during next 7 days, practice generosity by offering your time and effort to others. So look for an opportunity to help someone by running an errand for them, or maybe assisting with a task for someone who needs such a support. Or alternatively, you can dedicate your time to prepare a meal or prepare a thoughtful gift for someone. Okay, do it as an opportunity to cultivate and adorn your mind with generosity and kindness and compassion. Okay, so next 7 days, look for an opportunity to give your time. Okay, give your time for someone. And if you can do it, without, getting a reward, that will be the best. Yeah. But it's sometimes difficult, yeah. like doing. I mean, I don't know in your neighborhood, in your workplace, you may have people who need some kind of labor, some kind of time, yeah. So you can think about it. Try to just do one. If you get more opportunities, you're lucky. But, and try to do one. Think about it. Doing grocery for someone. I don't know. Yeah, as I say, giving a ride for doctor's visit to some elderly person. Yeah. Anything else come to your mind?
Do your ear. Just
Huh?
listen. Just give your ear. Listen to somebody.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
kinda
yeah.
mentioned that already.
Yes. Again, yeah, giving time. So try to give your time or try your labor. As long as because we have healthy bodies, why not we use it to help someone? Yeah. Someone need to move the furniture. Someone is moving. You just go and help, right? So let's try to find that opportunity. So next Wednesday, I will ask. You have to report. What did you do? Okay. Okay. With that, let's move to the other part. We are running out of the time. So let's move to the other part of the program. So turn to page number 14. Now it is time again to practice an act of generosity, that is sharing our merits. By coming to this practice tonight and doing our meditation and engaging in this awesome discussion, we have generated so much good karma, good wholesome energy, what we call merits in our heart. Now it is time for us to share those merits with everyone else. First of all, let us share our merits with our departed family members, people who loved us so much, people who are no more with us today. Let us think about them with deep gratitude and share these merits with them. May all of our departed family members share our merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Let us also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any person who like to share our merits, may that person, he or she share these merits. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata ca ammehi sambetaṃ puñña sampadaṃ sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determined to be heedful. Now we will do our blessing chant. We will chant the Loving Kindness Sutra given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. So we are going to chant the same sutra for you, wishing you good health, peace, and happiness, wishing you strength and courage to overcome difficulties in your life. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with. May all receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha, blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating now, and blessings of the loving kindness we are radiating now. By the power of these blessings, may you all be well, happy, strong, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamincha sakko ujocha sujocha suvacho chasamudhu anatimani santo sansakocha subarocha ampaginchocha sallahukavunti Samprindriyocha nipakocha ampagambo kulesu ananugindo nacha kundang samachari kimchiena vinyo pare upavadeyum sukino vakemino hontu Sambe santa bhavantu sukhitanta eke cipana bhutanti tasa vatavarava anavasesa digavaye mahantava manjimaras kanukatula dittavayeva adnit ye dure vasanti avidure bhuta vasang bhavesiva sambe santa bhavantu sukhitanta naparo parannikumbete nati manyete kanta chinang kanchi vyarosana Patiga sanjnananya manya sunsadukka minchaya mata yata niyang puntang ayusa eka punta manurangke evam pisamba bhutesu manasang bhavaye aparimanang mittang ca sambalokasmi manasang bhavaye aparimanang undang adoca diriyang ca asangvadang avirang asapantang tintang carang nisingnova sayanova yavatas vigadamindo etang sati aditteya brahmameta viharang idamaho ditting ca anupegang silava dasanena sangpanno kami suvineyageda nahi jatu gambaseyang punareti etena sancavanjena Santi te hotu sambada etena sancha vajyena Sambarogo vinassatu etena sancha vajyena hotu te jaya mangalam Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavantantarayo sukhi digayuko bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangala rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangala rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during your past few days. Recall to your mind some kind deed you did during yesterday or maybe a few days ago. Recall even a simple act of kindness that you did, helping someone, listening to someone, even opening the door for someone. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be helpful to others. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings, with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about a moment, an incident, your recent experience that someone was kind to you. Someone cared for you. Someone helped you. Recall to your mind such an incident. Or a moment that you notice someone's good deed. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others,
rejoice in the goodness of others.
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
Appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
Rejoice in the goodness of others.
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
Expressing gratitude for any kindness.
May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu. So nice to have you all. Really appreciate your commitment to practice and appreciate your presence here, your support to the Buddhist Center. And those who join our YouTube, we also appreciate your commitment to practice from home. And we feel like you are with us, and we look forward to see you again. So this month, we are having our special monthly program, which is the Children's Camp. So August 29th, it's a Saturday, we will have our Children's Camp. It's a whole day program. It's open from kindergarten to grade 10. So there'll be two groups, two programs for two age groups. So if you'd like to be a volunteer, please let me know. So we have some tasks. And then next month we're going to have one of the most anticipated, event. That is going to be our food festival. We have Jessica with us today, who's helping us a lot to organize this food festival. So she's already, started organizing it. Would you like to, maybe give yes?
So, as Becky said, we're having our annual Sri Lankan Food Festival. It's going to be on Saturday, September 12th from 3 to 7. If you enjoy the food that you have in the monthly programs, this is a great opportunity to have the same food, but also some even better, more traditional delicacies that we can't make during the food fest or during our monthly programs. So this is a great time to try even more Sri Lankan food if you enjoy it. It's a super fun day. It's so many friends from all over. We have, I think last year we had probably 300, 400 people that came. It's an amazing, amazing day. And I'm also looking for volunteers that would like to help. So I could see if maybe Bunty would like to give an extension on the homework. If you'd like to use your time and labor for this week's homework and you'd like to sign up to help, we definitely need the help running some booths, being like an advocate for the volunteers to kind of help out just in different areas. So we definitely look forward to seeing everybody there.
Thank you.
Will you be sending out an email?
Yes, yes. So the Facebook event was just created last night. We will be sending out the email.
Soon, yeah. Okay, thank you everyone. So please come to have blessing string. Yeah. Yeah. If you like to be in our mailing list, we have a tab over there. You can sign or maybe QR code also. Yeah. I like it.
I'm telling you, Helen.